Hello people, today in the video I wanted to talk about monetization because I really didn't have no idea on what to make videos anymore. So yeah, let's get obvious out of the way. What is monetization? Monetization is when you make people pay for perks in the game. I mean, it can't be only perks, it can be a lot of things, like a lot. And if you want real definition of the word, monetization is the act of changing something into money or expressing something as money or currency. So now that we got obvious out of the way, let's get into me talking like always. So yeah, grab popcorn and let's go. Okay, so I will pick 3 games as example that are ruined by heavy monetization so that this video will be sorted out more. So yeah, starting off the most obvious one, Blade Ball. Blade Ball, when it was released, it was like one of the best games there was on Roblox. Like I remember hopping on Blade Ball every day after school because the game was so fun. But through time and time, they added little bit of that, little bit of that money stuff in the game. And first it wasn't a big deal, but then out of nowhere, everywhere you look in the game, there is stuff that is for paid access. So after time, obviously, players would get angry, and so was opportunity for YouTubers to milk every single drop that was left of the situation for money, because everyone loves money, don't they? But I'm not quite sure if the Blade Ball developers sold it to a company such as GameFam or not, and then became filled with monetization, or was the developers just like, bro, we need more money, and then they added it. I mean, I did quite research because I'm simply lazy. The last part about laziness isn't that true, but I did like 80% of research, okay? So don't go into comments telling me I'm fake. But yeah, Blade Ball still has a lot of players, because of course they do. And every year they add more and more pay-to-win stuff into the game. Like, there is 80% in the game that you need to pay for to get, and other 20% in the game is stuff that you need to grind your ass off to get the most useless power in the whole game. I mean, they still pull off like 20,000 people actively playing it, but like before, I think it had like 100,000 or more. I mean, obviously the game won't be the same as before, which is sad. But moving on to our next game. Next game being Dusty Trip. Dusty Trip was a game made by a guy who's pretty popular with adding too much monetization in his games, and his name is Jandel. Now, with games like Dusty Trip, you would think that the game would be fun, as well as it had fun-looking thumbnails and good game passes, but it was opposite of that. Now, don't get me wrong, game was fun, but it got repetitive pretty quick, and my god, the amount of game passes this game has is actually crazy. And like, there was no way, like, nobody thought that he can even put paid access stuff in this game. But Jandal, of course, finds a way. Like, if you would look at the Game Pass page, there is right now 21 Game Passes, which is crazy for a game where you only drive. And like every day or every week, there is that one limited car that you need to get. And like the Game Passes, like first few are like okay, original, but then almost every other is the same as the first one. Like flame truck, bus, new car, even better, shinier car. Like it gets to a point where it's boring as heck just watching these Game Passes. And you would expect these Game Passes to be like 50 Robux or 100 Robux, but almost every other is between 300 to 500 Robux, which is crazy. And don't even get me started on limiteds. They are same car as before, but with shinier model, and they cost over 1,000 Robux. Crazy. So yeah, why is Jandel money hungry? I don't know. Will he ever change? Probably not. He needs to pay the bills, but I do know what's next game I want to talk about. Next game being Fish. So Fish is right now under hot fire for having heavy monetizations in their game. So how did it happen? Well, the owner of the game sold the game to Money Hungry Company. So first off, Fish was supposed to be your comfort game where you play when you were bored, because he recreated simple fishing mechanism from a game called Stardew Valley. You probably heard about it. and he just added like tons of fish for you to collect. So yeah, that's the whole point of the game. So yeah, the game blew up, and he sold his game to this greedy company. And my God, they off the start started adding like limiteds, a bunch of pay to win stuff, just same stuff that Jandal added into Dusty Trip. So yeah, now you probably see why they got their players mad. They made the chill game that you play when you are bored into a flashy pay to win game. And of course, if you want to grind for stuff, that stuff will be outclassed by the smallest pay to win stuff in the game, which is crazy. And now like they are adding second C like without pay to win stuff. And I honestly think that this is just a bunch of ass, because they are doing the same thing that Fortnite does now every 2 weeks, grinding back OG so that old players would come. But let's be honest, they will add again pay to win stuff in this OG second seed little by little again. And the worst part is that some players are going to actually go back and play it, because of course they do. So yeah, I just wanted to rant about that so that someone becomes aware of it and do something. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and the CapCut has been messing with me. So yeah, that's why the video is coming a bit late. But yeah.